Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. Depending on where you are watching from, this is your brother and friend, Francis from Ebuba Africa Media. Yeah. It could be morning where you are, it could be evening, but I bring you good tidings. We're going to look at a subject. It's not new per se, but it's a scholarly subject, but I want to bring us something from it that way, because I feel that it is timely so that people can get value and it can add as a reminder with specific reference to my country, Nigeria. It is a subject we all know. Like I said, it's a scholarly one. It's academic based as well. So I'll be doing just a quick summation, my take on a subject like this. Also, owing to the fact that our election is coming nigh, it's quite a few months from now. So that way, people can get set and mentally prepare themselves for what is to come. That subject is weaponization of poverty. Weaponization of poverty, it has a global touch. Means every country in the world have a little bit of this very issue at work, but then it is more in Africa. You know, I sat down to look at it after reading an article on this, and then I said, this is what bring it out to my audience. And please, as you listen and watching, or giving attention to this, I beg you to ensure to give us a feedback. Weaponization of poverty, when you look at Nigeria, when you look at Africa, when you look at most countries in the continent, you can see this very strategy at work. And that is to keep the people poor and make them beg for crumbs. And then they will lose consciousness of the fact that they are the owners of the bakery. It's an analogy. But they're begging for crumbs. I might add a little clip at the end of this discussion, all right, to send across the meaning of the message. So you see, people are kept poor intentionally, all right, so that you can use them as a tool, as a means to get to what you want to achieve. These are the strategies, the weapons used by politicians. For them, poverty is a weapon, poverty is a tool. But if the people who are already targeted can understand this, then it will go a whole long way in alleviating that very problem. Take, for instance, when you go to the northern part of Nigeria, what do you see? The Almajiri syndrome. That's a typical case of using poverty as a weapon. Now, if you had the interview most recent by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, you understand this. When he made that utterance during the interview session with him and Arise, he didn't understand the meaning, or that people will understand when he said 90% of the people in the north have no access to internet. Friends, do you understand that? Could you read behind that statement? That he proudly said that. Oh Christ. It is to tell you that these people, they glory in your poverty. They glory in the state that you don't have access to the basic things that makes you an individual, the things that makes you live a normal life. They take it away from you intentionally. and they glory in that. So meaning, they don't want you to see the light of the day. They want to see, see, I am being a bit emotional by this because it's sad. When you look at my country as a whole, not just the North, but the North is where you can see it playing out in a devastating manner, that you keep these people, intentionally keep them in the dark so that you can continue perpetually use them as a tool to remain at your own status while they remain down, oppressed, or remaining perpetually oppressed. What a sad story. Now let's move, because of I don't want our videos to be too long. Now move down to the south, where you are getting the oil from, the oil that Nigeria is bragging about, that everyone is, the bone of contention, everyone is dragging to have a pie of this very cake, the national cake they call it. Go by yourself, go do a research on the south, on the so-called Niger Delta area regions. Then you come to understand the fact that of a truth, poverty is a weapon. These are the people producing what the whole, that presumably is supposed to be the whole lot of a national wealth. But go there, is an eyesore. What you see in Niger Delta is an eyesore. You will cry. The communities producing this oil has nothing to show for it. They have opinion leaders, they have chiefs, they have people who are supposed to represent the poor ones, but no one. Unfortunately, the royalties they are getting are being shared even by their traditional heads. So what does it tell you? Poverty as a weapon. Keep them down while we enjoy the loot. Now, when you come to the southeast, what do you see? Remember, I'm just making it a summary. I don't want to, so that the video cannot be too long. Come to the southeast. You have governors. Just like the same way in other regions of the country, you have governors. Governors who are politically imbeciles. They don't care a dime. All right? Look at Abia State, for instance. It's a state where I was born. From one government to the another, from one regime to the another. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The state is very dirty. The people are denied access roads even to carry their commodities to go sell in the market. They don't have roads to travel on. The local industries, the SMEs are practically dead. They killed it. Intentionally. They destroyed it. When you look at Nigeria, you will see a clear case of poverty being used as a weapon. You see in Aba, you see heaps of debt, heaps of rubbish. Refuse bins are dumped everywhere. The same thing in Onitsha. But Anambra is a little bit better, a little bit in a way that the incumbent governor is doing something towards that to, bring a new shape to our lovely state. But generally, to be honest, poverty is being used to destroy the entire system. There is no access to power. Power has become a luxury in Nigeria today. There is no access to electricity or power. Internet is a different story. These things, the basic things, light or power, good roads, good educational system. These are the basic things that makes a nation to thrive. In that, if you have good roads, farmers, artisans, they can easily carry their goods to the market and sell. When you have power, people can start up businesses that they can use the power to make it flourish. When they have education or a system that is working with good education, people can go to school and work on their minds and develop themselves. But in the absence of all these things, what do you have? A people that are underdeveloped, people that are timid, people that are backward, people that cannot connect to the international scene to understand what's happening globally. They cannot even compete with their age mates globally. So what do you get at the end of the day? A system where the people beg for crumbs, whereas they are the owners of the bakery where the breads are being produced. They end up using religion on the other side of it to brainwash you and use you as a tool as well. I'm going to be putting down some points which is vital for you to go through and understand how elaborate this topic is, but I just wanted to make it briefly, to bring it, to remind you that this forthcoming election should be taken serious, even at the grassroots, so also at the presidential. Going forward, let's take our election serious. Youths, I'm now talking to you directly. Take charge. Let's redeem our country together. It is our country, for our posterity's sake. Let us get it right for once. Do your maximum best, and then the prayers you're offering could make sense. It is no longer business as usual for you to become nonchalant, that it doesn't concern you. If it doesn't concern you during the election, the policies will, when they make policies that will imprison you, then you begin to understand that there is need for you to take your responsibility to go and get your PVC and go and ensure that you vote and then protect your vote. I'm going to make another video after this, all right, to talk to the youth properly, okay, in a way that they have a responsibility in the forthcoming election in February. If you don't get it right, we are going to suffer for it. At this point, I want to end it here, and I thank you for listening to this very point. Please, subscribe if this is your first time. Share this video. We can bless someone. There are other videos there out there that are educative and informative as well. And please, put down your comments as a feedback, and we'll be blessed, and we'll keep getting more better contents. All right? Thank you. Shalom.
Hello, gini were hello, gini ka gini gan o nu o campaign ha ramu kele ma go. O da tin se wa ni north here o e wo gan Nigeria. Tinubu re o for president won bi yeyan. Ara o bi de gbegba o. Be family abayin le fe lo. Oh no. Tinubu for president. Nigeria. Lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa ní lọ́wọ́ wá ònu o àbá ló gẹ̀ẹ́fì láwo àbá ló gẹ̀ẹ́fì láyé o ẹ̀dínlì kan wọ́n àbí èèyàn àbẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nu President Tinubu 2023 èèyàn bá bẹ́ màmú bẹ́. Kẹ́lẹ́lò gíní wèrè kẹ́lẹ́lò gíní kan gíní gan ònu o ó náà ti ń sẹ́wà ní nọ́ọ̀tì yẹn o ẹ wo gan tẹ́tìrì Tinubu rè o for president wọ́n àbí èèyàn. Ara o bi de gbegba o be family abayin le fe lo. Oh no. Tinubu for president. Ejiri lọ́wọ́ ẹ ma ni lọ́wọ́ wá ònu o àbá ló gẹ̀ẹ́fì láwo àbá ló gẹ̀ẹ́fì láyé o ejiri kan wọ́n àbí èèyàn àbẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nu President Tinubu 2023 èèyàn bá bẹ́ màmú bẹ́.